But against Tyler on Overpass, 16-3 defeat. The only game they've won so far against Greyhound on this particular map. And FURIA also played Mirage twice against Avangard and NIP, got blown out the water. Actually, it was 16-4 against Avangard, NIP was 16-6. So we'll see how this one goes. And they start on the CT side here. We'll start to dissect the purchasing as we get into the first round. Cloud9 with 2 smokes and Molotov suggests they could go to either A or B, of course. But I'm going to assume it's going to be an A side attack, maybe the standard 2 smokes. Molotov towards CD spawn perhaps and try and get that bomb down. We'll see which way they're inclined, starting to head towards middle. And the CT's actually got a lot of utility there. They've got 3 flashbangs at HE, a smoke and a diffuse kit. And you can see Vinny setting up the flashbang for his teammate if required as Cloud9 push towards middle. Molotov actually used towards that window.
Yeah, gonna stand toward the top of connector. They go directly by him. How does no one at least check the bottom of that stairwell? That's an obvious position, you'd think.
When you're making that much noise too.
Able J gets Flusha. Automatic does at least get Vinny back, but it's still the advantage to FURIA, and they're gonna make perfect use of that. All on to Tim. Tim the Tat Man? Not quite. Certainly not that time either. Art's got the shot. Fantastic start for the Brazilians.
That's a little bit worrying for Cloud9 fans out there. So Molotov towards window, smoke at short. Nice idea. You can see them actually safely get towards the connector. As you pointed out, they're not checking the most obvious spot, or most common, I should say, towards the bottom of those steps, costing the round. They lose a couple of quick frags, almost a third as well, and it seemed to fall apart at that stage as well. Couldn't actually trade out the frags, couldn't get the bomb down, and it all starts to go a bit wrong. It's a good start.
It was so ugly to look at that they couldn't bear to show the viewers again.
Yeah, didn't want to see that replay. Not safe for work, but either way, it's going to be a timeout with things. I assume technical will be a bit odd to have a timeout in the second round. We'll assume that Cloud9 will take an eco here and bring out the AKs in the third. I did see an AUG being purchased there on the CT side at least, as we'll see if they can hold on to this. We're going to have 1 AUG purchased and presumably a few more as well. A couple of SMGs will be thrown into mix to get that utility up. But objective here for FURIA, obviously keep 5 players alive, try to deny the plant. Here's the replay. Getting it done with that USP, and that was pretty much the end of the round for them. Cloud9, I wouldn't say hot favorites to make it, but you'd expect them to at least.
Wow, some people had them as 3-0 in their pick'ems.
Yeah, you're right. A lot of people did actually.
So some people certainly would have expected that. You can see the star even on their jersey to signify and commemorate the victory in Boston 1 year ago. That's it, just 1 year ago. And then obviously they had Tarek and Stewie depart. Things kind of fell apart afterward, to be completely honest. Skadoodle, he joined his comrade Shroud in the streaming world.
I'm sure he's got a lot less stress in his life now.
You know what? Yeah, a lot of people don't know this. Tyler's actually a twin. Skadoodle's a twin.
Okay.
I mean,
identical?
Not identical.
Okay.
What is it? It's called maternal then, right? Maternal twins. If you've been that close with someone your whole life, and then obviously they're quite different in their interests based on talking to him. One's a gamer, one's not really, but obviously you're leaving a lot of family behind, and usually twins, for maternal or otherwise, paternal, maternal, fraternal, whatever it is, they're still really close friends. So that's pretty tough to be on the road from someone that you literally spent your entire life with.
Oh, I'm sure he's watching. Shout out to Tyler, lovely man. Good luck with the streaming. Either way, it is going to be Cloud9, like we said, full eco here. Nothing really purchased, 1 flashbang. Objective, get that bomb planted. We'll see if that can occur. Flash towards middle, won't do too much here. The FAMAS ready and waiting on the other side. There's going to be a couple of easy frags available here, and you'll see 2 of them come through. It doesn't look like that bomb will be planted just yet, to be honest, or at all. And as the clean sweep comes through, it's exactly what FURIA wanted. You can see Art actually with the P250 only, man. That means AWP coming into that first gun round for him. So that's a risk, essentially, but a good one. I think it's worth the gamble. Most teams are getting the bomb plant. I'm going to force by that second round. You bring out the AWP and you can balance the fact you've got a couple of SMGs into the mix. So a nice approach here, and FURIA might be onto a 3-0. We'll see. Cloud9 purchases the AKs now. They do get most of their utility with smokes from flashbangs. We'll probably see a default as they fill things out. Will they detect the AWP? As they start to send the majority of their manpower towards A, suggests an execution maybe quite early on, as the Molotov thrown by the CTs to block the smoke. Won't be that useful for them. Is able actually trying to open things up, and he's mowing them down.
Okay, now we're seeing what some of the hype about FURIA was all about. Cloud9 just get decimated inside of A main. 2 kills, just sprayed down. Automatic's going to work out from middle. He's had a rough tournament. We talked about that. One of the 3 lowest rated players thus far. Kyoshima's already got 1 kill, but Yuri, well and truly dug into the Palace position, is going to have so much information over top of the A site. They can play very passive around that. And they still hold toward the window, inside of the vents, I should say, more specifically. Automatic's been smart about this, though. He knows with one of the vents, spot at the backup, he can sneak around behind them. Getting Arts now does, again, give them a chance to go into A, but they still don't know about Palace. They have to consider that.
He go for the kill here, or does he go a little bit further and see if there's 2 available? Well, that's answered that. Going for the kill, picks up the AWP, is the AWP of the squad. 3 versus 2 now. That gives up his position, and Yuri, like you pointed out, ideal spot to shut this down. Will it detect him?
Yeah, especially because it's bomb in Kia's hands. If he's swinging, well, Vinny's got him instead. From that range with an MP5, spectacular. Yeah, they had no idea. Palace is so powerful for the CTs if he can get in there.
If you get in there like that, comfortably with a man advantage and confirmed is clear, absolutely. Time ticking away. Nice flank by Tim, manages to get the first kill. To be fair, there was nothing available to him had he have waited and looked a little bit deeper towards the side, so that's fine. He gets that frag, but can't do much with it. Could have gone for the knife here and got a bit of extra cash, but doesn't want to get the guaranteed kill. Made the AWP fall a little bit further away than he would have liked, but there it is. FURIA, you're right. We are starting to see what the hype's all about. That lovely play of the AWP towards a ramp close range. Just mowing them all down. Cloud9 trying to go for the execution. And if you're there at the A ramp and you're hitting the shots, they've got no chance of pulling it off. Nothing really purchased here. No armor. Just 1 HE, upgraded pistols, and automatic. Pretty handy with the Deagle, but taken down early. That's Yuri. Finding him early on, and it's now up to Kiyoshima to try and pull things back. A desperate attempt. You can see them all one by one, hoping they can find a little bit of luck here. But smoked out. Kiyoshima's going to have to fall back.
He'll do exactly that. You called it. They were on for the 3-0. That's where they sit. Art still this time in middle with the AWP. Good finds from Yuri to push out inside middle. Kills everywhere. Everyone's getting on the scoreboard at this round. Just Kiyoshima left to find, and he'll go back toward A with the deal. Ooh, nearly gifted a shot toward Abel, but not quite.
Just to note, in terms of the veto, it was Cloud9 that picked Mirage. Second map will be picked by FURIA, of course, and Inferno, and then Cash, if required. 4-0, very strong start. We know there's been a lot of problems with Cloud9, especially in the general fragging department, where the star players aren't showing up at all. Right now, though, we'll have a look at their stats. 0-4, Zelsis and Flusher. Kiyoshima with 1. Same story for Rush. No one really finding anything at all. Automatic top fragging with 2 frags as we enter round number 5. But here comes the AWP. Well, known to be an AWP historically, but Automatic has taken to it very well. I have to say that. Impressed with some of the rounds he can pull off. An incredibly skilled individual. As Arts looks for a challenge here. Kiyoshima certainly got 1 down to 7 HP at the very start of the round. Feeling like he can maybe get something done through this smoke. It's ambitious at best, as he still holds the window. Needs to be very careful here.
Rush sneaks back out, loses the duel. They've got to start winning these. It's one thing to have a slow start. 4-0's not the end of the world. The problem is that they haven't been finding the frags. Celsius is going to go down again. Every single duel, they're just getting outgunned.
There's a real lack of coordination right now. It seems like the objectives in the default are clear, but people aren't really working together, and if they lose a frag, they'll just go off on their own track. It's Kiyoshima now with the AWP, 7 points of health. He has got his utility and the bombs, to be fair, and Arts will hit the shot. FURIA are not going down without a fight, it seems. 5-0. I've been told lots of good things about this team. We cast them a couple of times and I haven't been that excited with the level of play displayed, but this is more like it.
I genuinely thought we'd see them go out 0-3, if I'm honest. We heard a lot about them. Vitality did the same, but it's not the same thing because of the players on that roster. They've won majors. Some of them have won majors in the past. FURIA is the only team to come through the open qualifier as completely new to the majors and make it through the minor as well. So that obviously brings a lot of hype, but that also says they're coming into unknown territory. So the fact that they're doing, first off, winning a match already, getting them into this particular 1-2 situation, but now getting a great start against Cloud9, it's fantastic.
This is so stifling as well. You can see you can't even have a breathing period on your partial buys here, pushing towards the top of middle. The CTs is dominating every single headshot here, every opportunity they're taking, and actually doing a very, very good job. Rush there, does some damage, and Zelsis can't finish Dublin, but one of the young stars of this team, a new player to the scene, and hasn't actually delivered huge numbers as of yet. It's another 5 versus 1. Maybe Flush can steal away a kill. That's probably all he's going to do here on 2 HP as he waits for a mistake to be made. Vinny We'll come around with the Tech-9 and close out the round. 6-0 here. Still, the top fragger for Cloud9 has 2 kills as we enter round 7. That is really quite worrying.
Zelsis is sitting at 006 as well. He's yet to get on the board. First time you and I have seen him, but yeah,
You got to say, Matt, this team, like when you look at the names on paper, it's not a dream team by any stretch. It's a mishmash of lots of different regions and philosophies and ideas, and this is what was the best available at the time.
Yeah, exactly. This is, oh shit, we lost 2 of our players, what now?
Yeah.
If I'm completely honest. This is them picking up the pieces a year later. And to be fair, it could have worked out with Golden on board. We saw that he took Fnatic to success here at this event last year. They were the champions under Golden's leadership.
That's a very good point.
The fact of the matter is, if he could stay healthy, if they could get something going. Now that they brought in, Yuri's done excellent. Abel's got Zelsis, another gun round falling apart. The fact that they brought in a player in Flusha that Golden's extremely familiar with from that win, and you get Kiyoshima, who's got tons of experience from FaZe to winning a major with LDLC and Envy, and he's going to close out on that exact man. Maybe there's something there, but then unfortunately, and this I don't fault Cloud9 for, it's just a very unfortunate circumstance of health, and obviously Golden's condition, but it hasn't favored them at all.
Yeah, I think you're right there. Golden is a massive factor for this. I think he's underrated as an in-game leader, and I hope he's feeling better, but it's going to hurt watching the team struggle the way they are right now. You can see that coordination issue again. It just seems like the comms are off, running through smokes. It's a bit of a nightmare right now, but still quite early days. They'll have to take another partial buy, of course. The maximum loss bonus in full effect, but we've barely seen any plants here. It's still the highest number is 2. PD50's Deagles, they're going to try and make their way towards B potentially here. The bomb's down in the B apartments right now, but Rush makes his way towards middle. These players are all incredibly talented. Very good with the pistols, but haven't seen them get any positions where they can actually do anything with it. They've just been ran over every single round from the aggression from FURIA. Even on the rounds they just have pistol, they seem to be right up there, not letting them get comfortable whatsoever.
Kio's going to get out toward the top side of mid as well. Flusha already down below, and automatics worked out from the underpass back to pistols once more. Zelsis on this map had the ace to start off his entire event. There was a lot of people hyping it up. It's kind of gone awry since then. Abel J, he's underneath Shadow. Ooh, didn't quite spot the backside of automatics sneaking in toward the jungle position, but he will spot Kiyoshima quite easily with the AUG.
What's the plan now? Bomb down in the open, and they are running out of time and space. For us, that's the kind of shot we need if this round is going to be even possible for them. A plant would be fantastic here, just to boost their chances. Maybe they can get a bit more, who knows, 30 seconds though. Keserato looking towards the vent, detects a couple there, automatic open from a mistake. Celsius suddenly didn't make one though, he's got an AUG now.
Flash towards CT as well, that'll deter them slightly, but bomb's gonna have to be planted safe side triple. Flash has gone all the way through B. He's gonna have to hurry up because they're committing to a bomb site plant on A. It's not like he's lurking for information at this point. He just needs to get behind it because they're gonna be on the defuse. Flusha can't do much about this at all. Automatic as well, they're both toward mid. Fortunately for them, FURIA has no idea, but they'll take down Automatic, and Flusha I think's already out of there. Forget it. Another smoke. He might give it a try.
Low HP diffuser.
If he can find it, he's gone for the wrong player at this point. They were defusing the whole time, so I'm not really sure what Flusha was cracking at that point.
Well,
unless he thought he had no chance to get up and get the angle, but still.
I think at that point, if you're not the one who was planting the bomb or anything to do with it either, you don't know exactly where it is, you're just seen a smoke, you've got players in front of you as well. It's not like you know exactly where that bomb is, so just had to do what he could, and he didn't know the low HP player was defusing either. But there he is, Yuri, 14-3. Got automatic rush, Kiyoshima, Flusha, all on 2 frags. Zelsa's got his first, the 1 dig there, but if it doesn't translate to anything more, the bomb plant at this stage doesn't help them out too much because there's so much money on the CT side. Look at it, the right-hand side of your screen, and they're still changing the pace. What a shot that is from Art. And they're not happy with that advantage. They want to keep pushing here. Vinny looking for the second, nails it as well. They're making Cloud9 look very amateur at this point. No respect gameplay on the CT side. Every push has been successful. Every shot is landing. And once again, we're at 1 minute 30. It's a 5-on-3. How do you even recover this situation? They've been absolutely run over here. And they're out of there safely at the same time. What can you even call at this point? Try go connector, boys. See what happens. They got up CT and Palace as well. This is a nightmare.
Okay, Serato has come back in. Ooh, automatic. That's much better. He's going to get absolutely decimated up close by the AWP, but able to get inside of Palace. Died and deny the plant. Pretty straightforward. Once again, they weren't aware. Automatic found the angle, however. Puts him back down. Means Rush can go forward once more to find the bomb. He's in the open. No, not ready for it. Not anticipating, but gets the aim nonetheless. Mini drops. It's all onto Art. AWP versus 2. And Automatic going to jump across to try and get that information. Art's made noise. I'm not sure Automatic would have heard that or not, but they're certainly anticipating the rotation from B. Cloud9 will get their first round. Rush even wants the extra money, and that's going to be needed because now they face a potential reset.
Yeah, you get an extra 800 for each team member for getting the bomb down in general, but obviously they won through frags, but you get an extra $300 for being the planter. So yes, definitely worth planting at the end of the round. Automatic with the AWP, that was all down to individual skill. They recovered a 5-on-3 there. That's excellent. It took a lot of skill, and it was certainly not an easy round, but Automatic, we did say he can be quite good with the AWP. Rush with a lovely shot towards jungle there, and the A execution looking likely again, but this might be a bit of a fake, because as you can see, 3 there, bomb down towards T-spawn, 2 middle as well, so they might just be feeling out the map a little bit before they commit. Rush is actually getting stuck in right now, checks towards Shadow, that will be leading to his demise, and bomb will be recovered and heading back towards B, so it was a fake. Not that convincing though, I have to say.
Celsius checks off wing toward Catwalk while Flusha waits to watch inside. Keep an eye on Vinny. He's just going to wait. He's all of connector. Pre-aimed in case someone's head pokes out from underpass. And smartly positioned so he can do exactly that. Molotov comes in, he jumps back up. Second one toward the bottom of the ladder as well, but he's still up top, so no problems there. Should find Flusha here. Flusha's going to... Oh, check the angle. Still went down. Just barely got the headshot in time. Zelsis, he gets one back. Automatic again on the AWP, finally getting some life, but he's lost the bomb and his life as Vinny gets him on the AUG, and Zelsis on 4 HP. Has to be so careful against the pistol. Art wins out the duel, all on the Kiyashima, and this is exactly the reset we were talking about. Rush has money left over. No one else really does.
He can still win this round, but it'll be something quite heroic if he does. Art's holding the angle, nails the shots, and before I can even finish the sentence there, it is over. That's the reset. 9-1. It's Cloud9's pick as well. They're getting a couple of good frags now. It's Automatic at the top with 6. He's having impact with that open. Rush is keeping up with a couple of AK kills here or there, but it's not enough to look like they're going to do anything with this map. FURIA looked like a very well-oiled machine right now. Great calls in terms of aggression. Nice retakes going on as well, and they're denying that plan every time, it seems, as Arts closes it out against Kiyashima there. Nothing can be done, and what have we got here?
Well, I was going to say, you got to give credit to Yuri right now. He's already had 5 opening duels and 6 multi-frag rounds for a total of 15.
Wow. That's not bad at all, is it? 15 after 10 rounds.
Yeah, that's 1.5 kills a round according to my
173 ADR. Have you ever seen anything like it? Wow.
That's actually pretty ridiculous. 173 is pretty crazy, because that actually means he's doing more damage than even just the multi-kills ensue. He's above average in ADR compared to even his kill average for the round.
Well, they are going to buy this round, I can confirm. Cloud9 take a timeout here. It's their first one. They've got 3 AKs, a Deagle for Celsius, who currently sits in 2-10, and Kiyashima also 2-10, repeated 50. And this is another change of setup here. That's a boost towards the underpass here. Looks like it's a little bit uncomfortable for them, but Art hits the first shot. Kiyashima towards the underpass now really has to react. That incendiary might block him off and allow the CDs to fall back. Great call here. Another 5 versus 3. Cloud9 were able to recover this before, but that's when they had a full buy with the AWPs, the AK-47s, and a full array of utility. Doesn't look like that'll be happening anytime soon. That's enough aggression, FURIA. You've got a 5-on-2 here. Everything's going well. You do not have to keep forcing the issue. As Zelsis, oh my goodness, do not sit in those flames, my friend. He'll have to expose himself and get taken down as well. Kiyashima, last player, 5 versus 1. Might get 1 kill, not even that. Full eco coming up next. This map might be done already. They've got nothing.
This is incredible. This is, Fnatic just lost to Jitsu and had an abysmal group stage. Cloud9 looks to be in a similar state. Now, I do think it's impressive that a lot of people had them at 3-0. I wouldn't have, in a week of Sundays, placed them in that position, simply due to the fact that they're playing under unideal circumstances, having Zelsis in. I don't know that I would have had them going out of the event. Certainly not to FURIA, not to, again, discredit these Brazilians. We haven't seen a lot from them, and there's, again, hype, but it's not what you expect, right?
It's just after the games we watched them on, and the fact they lost to NIP on this map 16-6, they lost to Avangard, to be fair, 16-14, could have gone either way. The only game they've won so far, to be fair, against Spirit, who look pretty decent, they got a 2-0 there. So fighting with the tournament life on the line here. You see, it's the 1 and 2 game. We just said goodbye to Fnatic, and another household name could be next on the docket with a 10-1 scoreline against him in a full eco here, and not a single dollar brought into round number 12. No one breaking double digits yet in terms of frags as we'll head into round number 13, and this is such a perfect setup. You can see Serato ready to mow them down. They haven't even checked the balcony area yet. They might be able to trade out a couple of kills here. The bomb's gone down as Vinny confirmed things, I'm afraid. Kirishima with the Glock. No real damage done. 4 players survived. They've got 16k on 2 players here. For anyone's not aware, $16,000 is the maximum amount of money possible to collect in CSGO. If you ever reach it, suggest you're having a pretty good time out there. Especially if you've got AK-47s, AWPs, and AUGs to work with.
Yeah, this is unbelievable circumstances for FURIA.
Timeout FURIA. I like that. Let them stew over what's happened so far.
Okay. Yeah, it's an interesting call.
Why not?
I was going to mention as well, one of the things for Cloud9 is these timeouts. The fact that they've had Zelsis come in as the coach, effectively. It's the way they had to do things to get him into Golden's position means they actually don't have one. So in situations when you're down 11-1, you might call a timeout. The coach might be noticing things. He can give you a bit of a pep talk. They can't. They don't have that.
That's a very good point.
And you also don't really have a set in-game leader, so who's going to do that?
And I think it's a similar story for Big coming into this tournament as well, right? With Nex replacing Smooya.
Yep, Smooya. Yep, that guy.
So that's happening.
But you got to think about that, right? It's one thing to not have a coach, but have an in-game leader capable of doing it. Teams have that all the time. They don't have either.
It's rough out there right now. 11-1 down. They are on the T side, but I'm not going to say that's a massive factor here. Right now, they just look a little bit out of their depth, and FURIA really won this. All their setups have worked perfectly. The shots are landing. This is a team I can get excited about. I can see where a bit of the hype stems from now. As they go for the execution, it's not a bad call, but the first kill comes in because he's not flashed, and where's the reaction? They could wall back automatic. We'll at least get one, but this is a missed shot from Vinny, but he makes up for it. Back and forth we go. 3 versus 3. Aft with the AWP. Surely going to nail one here. Takes the first kill in this situation. Rush is on the side, but so exposed. 30 HP. He'll be done for. He's going to be flashed, even naded at this point. 15 points of health. Down he goes, and flush up. He has some unbelievable performances in the past at IEM Katowice, historically, even the last one, and unable to pull that one, I'm afraid. 12-1, and we continue the absolute nightmare for Cloud9 on their map pick.
In one of my first international lands, certainly the one that was of most note, we saw a Cloud9 roster going up against an unknown Brazilian team and get completely destroyed, decimated, shocked, and upset. That team at the time was Kaboom, then Keedstars, MIBR, essentially. Bit of different circumstances here. Cloud9's a much different team than they were at the time then, but this is another unknown Brazilian team suffering
Julies?
the same. Yeah, well, fair enough for Flushy. He's going to do whatever. If one gun doesn't work, buy 2. But this is a similar situation where an unknown Brazilian team's going to show up and rock the world.
Well, they seem to, I'm convinced the skill is there now. I really wasn't convinced the first couple of times we saw him, but this is actually quite promising. Cloud9, anything but, I'm afraid. But if they can get the 12-3, there's a chance they can pull it back. We've seen some incredible comebacks in this tournament so far. 13-2, 14-1s, right down to the wire. But they're going to have to get there first. This round doesn't even look like it's going in their favor right now. They've got UMPs and a CZ. Rush is already low. There is a minute remaining, however. Bomb is recoverable as they hold up for any sort of mistakes here. The CTs currently position themselves across the map on watching the vents in the CT spawn. One Satchel CT steps, and then of course the B bomb side. That's the bomb drop now, right in the open, and no one there to recover it. Kirishima's going to have to hope for a godlike flank here, and Rush can deliver a kill to actually buy him some time. And there's a chance, an opportunity. Good job.
Yep, double dink at the backside. He's at range, so 2-on-2. Picking up the AUG to complement Kirishima is going to be massively important right now. Art certainly has spotted the fact that they're in connector, double scopes in, all too easy. Keo just walks up, Rush. He might be able to sneak around from this, though. It sounds weird. He's on 28 He's gonna be found. Oh, good read by Art. I was gonna say, the fact that he baits out that single shot from the op, they can get the bomb and sneak away, but they knew that the bomb was gone, so Art just said, well, hang on, it's gonna go only one way. If you can't see him in connector, I'll find him.
You are absolutely right there. That's a really great read. The fact that he lost track of him, there was actually enough time to plant as well. That's all Rush could do to potentially win the round, but outread and outplayed, I'm afraid, as we get into one of the final round of the first half. What a quick half this has been. My God, 13-1, and they'll have AKs here. No Julies this time, I'm afraid, but barely any utility. Automatic doesn't even have a helmet. They've got one smoke, one flash. One has already been used towards middle, to be fair, but at the 1 minute 45 mark.
Everyone is having a stellar game on FURIA to the point where they're all in double digits. You've got Vinny on 18, Yuri on 19. We're on round 15, so that's already in the first half. They're that close to 20. And still, Kisarado's on 5. Now, the thing is with that, he's on 5 and 3, so he's basically not even been involved. You know where he's playing? The B site. You know what Cloud9's not doing?
Not going
touching the B site at all.
It's a very good point. This is default, the odd execution, right? They haven't tried anything towards B, but to be fair, every time they try and do a default, they may go towards B. That's when the CTs are just rushing middle and killing everyone. They just don't look comfortable right now. They're not used to this really aggressive style, and to be fair, what can you do against these sort of headshots? No one can reply right now. They don't see warmed up. This is their map pick, and to recover from this sort of situation, I'm not sure it's even possible. Kiyoshima's going to burn. Oh, I thought he was done for.
I thought so too.
But it might not be a factor anyway. It's a 4-on-2, and he's 2 HP. I'm not sure if they can recover this. Zelsis, one of the young stars, one of the new names. You expect a lot from these new names when they arrive at the major. You think there's a reason they picked him up. He's 3 and 14. I haven't seen him post much more than that this tournament. There's still a chance here, though. Bomb goes down, and they know Kia's low, so he'll make his way towards the stats, making a ton of noise, and now wants to play.
I don't know why you tried to spam through a wall. I mean, I guess it's the opposite, right? I was thinking you want to try and sneak in to get the headshot with the AK. He's thinking, I want to get a kill without even being spotted because he's on 2 HP, so fair enough. But that gives away exactly where he is. And it's a 14-1 half for FURIA over Cloud9. I feel like this series didn't start yet. Hang on, this is warm-up. Press reset because Cloud9 is nowhere to be seen.
Well, they're going to have to pull their socks up. It looks like Mirage is out of their grasp, but can they get warmed up with the second map? Find out after this break.
Welcome to our final best of 3 of the evening. We're about to start things off on Mirage. It's 14-1. We started, Cloud9 didn't. They wish that was the true segment intro. Unfortunately for them, they have to face the reality that they are very, very close to going down one map in this series and not even really being in it.
It's almost locked in at this point, Matt. You can see the frag totals there. I don't even have to describe to you guys at home. You are aware of the caliber of these players, the pedigree on the Cloud9 side, and the fragging just isn't happening for them. Fair enough, they're missing their in-game leader, but you'd expect them to start hitting some shots at least. FURIA, pick up this pistol. It's a done deal. If they don't, it's just a matter of time. We'll see, though. 14-1 should be it. We will see if Cloud9, like I said before coming into this half, if they can win the pistol, maybe get 5-6 rounds, start getting warmed up, it's going to be something. Russia, he's going to be going down. Has he got any backup? He has, but they are being dropped like flies at this point. 4-on-3. And it's up to Vinny now to fall back, which they will. I'm going to focus efforts towards B, it seems. Kishim up. Flusher dropped. Zelsis, a player I'm yet to be impressed by. Didn't catch him at the iBuyPower tournament, but so far, not that powerful. We'll see what he can do here. An opportunity for frags. Plenty of players coming in this direction. He has got rotations coming through. Goes with nothing, though. Automatic might be the same story. Gets one, but surely that's it. 3-on-1. Rush to clutch.
Rush to clutch. This puts us at 15-1 if it happens.
They know he's coming.
Yeah, Caserato's already staring it down. Surprisingly, he doesn't just run out and take the duel. I would have thought Caserado was like, guys, I could finally be a part of the game. Instead, he just says, nah, you guys are doing fine. I'll bring him right to you. He does exactly that. Down he goes. 15-1. Money for them. And yeah, I think we get ready to move forward in this series quite quickly.
To the FURIA map pick of Inferno.
Yes, absolutely correct. Inferno, I think, was the third, if I'm not mistaken, but I am not convinced by Cloud9's performance.
Inferno's the second, Cash
It is, okay,
third.
so it is, that's right, I was going to say Cash was in there, so Inferno, Cash. What did I say?
I don't know, but either way, you thought Inferno was the third, I think.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I'm asleep like Cloud9, it's a North American thing, all right?
Well, it's a map Cloud9 play. The Elite Invitational managed to get 11 rounds on Inferno against FaZe. It's about as much information as we have right now. They haven't played it so far this tournament. This could be it, though. One more round. 15-1. I can't believe I'm saying that. Smokes towards A. 5 players on the T side, ready to barrel in. CT's ready in the defense. Rush to the 5-7 in shadow. Automatic needs to hit at least a couple of scout shots here, but nothing connecting so far. Rush just didn't seem ready for that interaction whatsoever. Gets himself up on the balcony, and the scout shot's not delivering, but FURIA certainly are in more ways than one. Every kill, all the smokes, utility looks great, and looks like this map is now over.
Yep, Zelsis and Flusha, the only two left over in this. Surprisingly, Zelsis gets his 5th kill. Flusha sits at the bottom with just 3 in this game, and that's, well, okay, fair enough, he'll get 4, but that's where it ends for him because it's over. Zelsis wants to smoke himself into the corner.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're hoping for. Caserado gets the final kill. 16-1. FURIA is going to be absolutely loving that, partly due to the fact that they had a great CT side. Crossfires were all there, but Cloud9 was nowhere to be seen. It's a bit of both. You can't take away from FURIA. They're going to be pleased with that.
Yeah, absolutely. I love their CT approach there. All the shots seemed so perfect. They had calculated aggression. They were mixing it up every single round. They take timeouts when they were winning as well, like a 7 round.